Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very cool creations. In fact, quite a lot today to look at. 9 of them. A couple out of new releases, and then a lot of stuff up on the spotlight. So the very first creation here today, which I do have it on. Yeah, it's got lights on. This is the Minotaur Reforged Eden 2 by Ente. And yeah, very cool looking SV here. It looks, yeah, the name really fits it too. It does look like a tough, heavily armored, like assault vehicle, I would say, an assault vessel. Yeah, it looks really nice. Again, just looking at all the different block work around the front end here, that is really cool. How these guns are kind of laid in these mounting brackets, I guess you could say, and this part looks really cool too. It honestly looks like kind of like shoulders on like a mech, like be like a bunch of rocket launchers, and it almost kind of looks like the intent was to look like that too, having that particular texture in there. It kind of looks like there's actual rocket launchers in there. There's not, at least at the moment, but maybe, who knows? Maybe you can upgrade this to do that. I don't think so though, because of how it's fitting in there. I think it's just decorative, but it's very cool to see. Or maybe it's a thruster upgrade point too. Does have reverse thrusters over here. We do have some of those industrial spotlights on the front of it as well. Let's look at the rest of the build here. Really cool use of wingtips out there as well. Kind of lines up with the block work. Very cool angle right over here. Yeah, and some of these really cool angles like that are just, you know, they're the 45-degree blocks that, in my head, I always associated those with rooftops of like conventional houses, and I never really thought about them much as to do things other than that. But yeah, they certainly can, and they're really cool to do that with. So yeah, definitely like the color scheme on here too, where we got kind of this kind of like a military green with some different darker grays into it. Yeah, it looks really good. Nice use of texture lights over here. We got some big old strafing thrusters down in this section here. That looks awesome. And we got some texture lights quite a bit on the back side of this, actually. Yeah, that's neat. It almost kind of makes like a bit of a face, a couple eyeballs, an unhappy mouth. And a couple extra lights on the side there for effect. No, that's really cool. Yeah, I like this use of that deco part there too. Yeah, great looking SV, really is. I don't believe this SV. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I don't think it has an interior, but I'm trying to figure that out right now. But I'm not seeing any entry space. So I was kind of looking for little doors or there is a door here. Hold on. Okay, so that kind of gets us into a storage controller on the inside, and also you can see some down thrust over here as well. Yeah, very cool build here. I'm kind of curious on its specs. Now on weapons, it looks we've got these 4 here. Hyper laser cannon, heavy. Hyper laser. Oh, maybe this is just 2. Yeah, I think that's just one gun here. Okay, so yeah, these 2 weapons here. They look like 4. Maybe they are. So hold on. Is that one individual part? It looks like 2 parts, but I think they are 2 parts. So we'll find out if it's got 2 or 4 of them on in the end. But I never even heard of this type of weapon yet. Hyper laser cannon. Hyper laser cannon. Yeah, I gotta say that's almost something new again. Unless I'm trying to see if we got some other guns on here too. I wouldn't doubt we have a pretty big shield. And maybe those guns are all you need. I don't, again, know what they exactly do. I'll have to research those a little bit. But I assume, since it got laser in the name, that they would take down the shields. But maybe they also kind of work like the plasma guns and have good firepower on the hull of whatever you're shooting at as well. That very well could be the trick. But yeah, honestly, right now I'm not seeing any other guns unless they're really hiding somewhere. Final look at the bottom side. Well, take a good look at the bottom side here. That looks super nicely detailed as well. Very cool. Yeah, it's just, yeah, really nice looking build here. Definitely. All right, so before I do much more, I'm going to fly through the inside here a little bit, too. I want to see what's happening in here. It looks like we're running parts. What is this? Is that like a new, what is, hold on. This part doesn't look familiar either. If I can see it. Okay, so that is the Pentaxid tank. It just looks different. It just looks different. I wanted to make sure it was the standard Pentaxid tank, but it looks like the model has changed on that one too. I don't think I've seen that newer model yet. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, no interior space, but it's pretty much just set up with all your CPU blocks and fuel and power and, yeah, advanced shield, fusion generator. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Well, anyway, let's look at some numbers here. Unlock level 25, size class 1. 31 forward, 32 strafing, 62 lift, 31 reverse, 31 down, 9 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. Okay, so those are 4 of these particular kinds of guns. I wasn't sure if that was just 1 part or 4 parts, but it is 4. It does have an advanced detector on here stock, 3 hour, 9 minute build time. It is using 2 quantum processors. Actually, it's using 2 auxiliary CPU cores, or 4 auxiliary CPU cores in the mix. Plus, you got your fusion reactor for power, so you're going to need these heat exchangers and the reactor core and the radiation shielding on there. CPU-wise, this comes out to 32,487. Very balanced to its CPU specs here. Hold on, let me sort this real quick. And that's going to be a Core 13. So basically a Core 9 and then 4 auxiliary CPU cores in the build. Gotta assume those weapons are really good or something. And probably can deal with, obviously they can deal with shield, but maybe they deal with hull too. So it's kind of like you don't need like 2 sets of weapons to do everything you need to do. Kind of like plasma. You can get by with plasma with just plasma, which will deal with the shields and the hull. So yeah, that's cool. So no, I'm not seeing any P menu options over here. Stock shield, 28,153 on here. So yeah, big shield for SV. Let's just take a look in there too. Let's see, where is our shield stuff? I was looking for shield, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything there. Maybe it's under defense. Yeah, there it is. So we got advanced shield generator, quite a lot of capacitors, and there's advanced ones, and there's a basic and improved. And yeah, a lot of shield stuff in here. Capacitors and a couple chargers. I actually like 3 chargers, mostly capacitors. Now the chargers will help your shield regen faster. The capacitors increase your shield hit points. So basically, it's kind of like playing a game to try to. You want as much shield hit points normally as you can, unless you can get the shield to recharge super fast, which would be awesome. But even with a lot of charges, it doesn't recharge as fast as, well, at least in my experience, it doesn't seem to recharge very fast anyway. So I usually would go for the same thing, trying to make sure that the shields can charge as good as they can and give it as much shield hit points as possible, which will allow you to engage the target longer, which potentially can make or break if you're going to be able to take that target out. If you're playing the shield game and you're doing equal damage to its shield versus what your shield's getting, and then you got to keep pulling away before you can actually take its shield down and actually do any hull damage, then you're really never going to win. It's just going to be a slugfest, and you're going to burn through all your ammo until you fly away and have to restock again. So one of those things. So yeah, again, very, very cool build here. Storage on it. Got to look at that too here. So we got an ammo controller, 14,406, and then we have a Pentaxid tank. So yeah, very to the point. Shoot them up with these new weaponries, these hyper laser cannons, which again I don't know much about. I gotta assume they're pretty good, and I'm sure they're pretty pricey with CPU and things like that. I will have to research that a little bit later. But again, the Minotaur Reforged Eden 2 by Ente. Very, very cool build. Looks exquisite again. Just, yeah, very cool. All right, so next build here on the list, we have the Proxima. Now let me get this powered up here. Okay, so this is the Proxima Midnight by ATAK, or Attack, ATAK. And yeah, this certainly looks like a combat-oriented ship here, definitely. A lot of guns. You know, one last thing I did not, I apologize, but I forgot to just take a good look at the hull blocks that are being used here. Normally like to do that on any kind of combat creation. So yeah, it's mixed material, combat steel. I've seen some hardened steel in there, some regular steel. So it's going to be all over the board, but I'm sure it's defended with the higher hit point blocks where they need to be. So it can take especially probably a front end abuse on that build. All right, so back over here again. So again, the Proxima Midnight by Attack. I'll just call it Attack. That I think that's how it's meant to be said. And yeah, this it's definitely looking like it has that tried and true combat CV approach to it, where you've got probably a fairly defended front end on it. Potentially some decoys in there. We'll find out. Combat steel up over here. Take a look at the rest of the ship. See if it's kind of looking. Oh no, we got some carbon over here. So yeah, combat steel a lot of around the main hull of the ships. Not everywhere. Seen some Xeno in here. Looks like it's gonna be fairly heavy though. Quite a lot of combat steel from what I can tell, and a lot of guns, of course, too. So let's take a look at some of this other stuff here. So we got some spotlights, just a lot of weapons. So look at that, we even got some sentry guns like parked in between the actual turrets here. More across the top here. And then, of course, a ton more guns and weapons along the back side of this. Cool looking thruster housings. I like how that's, it's kind of like you got this one here, and then you got the extension housing that's got all this frame connectors going to it, basically. Which that's a cool look. Like the red accents on here as well. And yeah, so some of these, here's an antenna here, but obviously any antennas that you see like this, you could put in at least like your standard weapons or launchers on there. Maybe not the heavies or the medium ones, but you can definitely get the lights in those places. And we got our main forward thrust over here. Looks like it's using the 2x2x4 or the large ones. No, yeah, I think those are large. No, they're something else. But yeah, that's cool. And then we got our cockpit and bridge right over here. And again, check out this cluster of weaponry back over here. Oh, that's cool. So it's using antennas on the middle here. And these are like double turret mount positions, kind of vertically placed. And then the antenna is kind of, yeah, that looks good. That's a nice, nice looking effect there. And I'm sure the author didn't want to run a bunch of low-tier launchers on here because that's kind of a waste of CPU when you got better stuff. So you could have actually put launchers here, but yeah, I think I would have done the same thing as the author and just use antennas back there unless you wanted to run that kind of gun. That would fit there. So on the bottom side too, we do have some more weaponry. It looks like less weaponry on the bottom side though. So it's definitely, when you're flying this around, what you see is basically what you can hit, kind of thing, and that's a good idea too. So you can go pretty much straight on your target. You don't have to lean the ship up. It looks like all these turrets would have some kind of line of sight in between them too. Obviously, yeah, like this one here should be up to shoot here, I believe. I think that's how it works. I've seen that done on a lot of other ships. I assume it works. So that, yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool on the setup here. It looks like it would be quite devastating in combat. All right, so let me get out of God mode a second, and we'll tune down the lights here a minute. I don't think I tuned down the lights very much now, did I? There, let's try there. Alright, so up into the hangar here. Nice setup on the hangar. Another pass-through hangar with your much more armored doors here. And then we got all the armored glass going in on both sides, actually. Very clean. I like how these doors fit into there. So it looks like over here we're going to get into engineering. Just want to see if there's... then we got a couple features in the hangar too. O2 and med station. Cool looking blockwork across the ceiling. Alright, so over here, this actually is going to get us to the main bridge, quarter room, teleporter, constructor, and battle bridge. So battle bridge, I assume, is a internal bridge without first-person view, where the main bridge would probably be your first-person view bridge. So, yeah, we've got some utility in here, too. We do have a location already set up for a teleporter, which is very, very cool. A couple TVs over here. Information on places to put aux cores in the wings. Left and right, battle bridge, cannon, Gatling turrets, interchangeable. Yeah, some different upgrade options, which is really cool. You can turn this LCD, you can turn off this LCD in the control panel. So yeah, right up here we got a passenger seat, advanced constructor, 2 advanced constructors. We got our weapon locker right over here. It's actually a walkway. Very skinny walkway, but it works totally fine. Back over here, getting to a storage controller. And it looks like we got an ammo box here. And this is kind of an arrow pointing to aux cores. This is pretty interesting here, too. Oh, look at this. Yeah, aux cores here. Check that out. Is that all Xeno? Kind of looks like it's all Xeno. Yep. I think, well, mostly. Maybe not all of it. No, there's some other blocks that aren't Xeno either. It's hard to tell with that particular texture because you can use that on other materials as well besides Xeno. So, over here we got our battle bridge. Oh, this is how it's done. So it's got a blast door here, and then you walk... Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it's like this little... it's got like its own storage in the battle bridge here, all protected by glass. We got our main core right in the back of that. Actually looking... No, actually, it wouldn't need a ventilator because it's got the blast door and it's getting oxygen from the outside environment here. So, blast doors didn't... Unless that changed, don't hold oxygen. You need another door over the top of those to do that. And it looks like we got some shield parts back in here. There's a lot of stuff behind the glass in here. Fairly dark. You do have our... was there a way in here? I don't think so. I was looking for like a door into this section. Maybe there is a way. Maybe I got to come through. Nope. Okay. I was just seeing if there was a way in there. But other than that, yeah, we can definitely see here. Let me get the light on. We got a shield. And we got some shield parts, it looks like. Yep. Medium one there. A couple mediums on that side. And on the other side, looks like we got... Oh, we got a fusion reactor going on in here. And a small shield part there, a couple of those. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, the ship isn't gigantic either. It's decent size though. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I like the living space here, how it's set up. Kind of gives you like a base inside the ship here. Okay, so now there is elevators back here. I wanted to go forward first. I'll buzz back over there. That's probably going to get us up to the main bridge and stuff like that. But let's see what's up front. First, looks like not too much. We got a medical bay over here. And I expect a lot of the front area beyond this position would probably be armor. So yeah, just a med bay, which is very convenient right there off from the hangar. Alright, so we've seen some of the stuff in here. Let's buzz up one of these elevators. Alright, so up here, a couple more passenger seats. Got another med bay. And this area, storage controller. Got a shower here too. So a lot of utility function right here. And then we're right up into the bridge already. So pilot seat, more armored glass in front of it. And we got some quick ways in and out, it looks like too. Pretty secure quick ways. So yeah, I got 2 doors plus a blast door. And sneaky ways to get into the bridge from outside here, which is really, again, a really great idea. I definitely want to be able to get in a ship fast. If you're in battle and you want to go loot stuff and then something happens, you got to get back to your ship. Yeah, very, very convenient and useful. So yeah, very, very cool build here. Looks like it would be quite effective. Because it's this type of ship, I'm going to fly in the inside here a little bit too. And I imagine we're going to be seeing layers and layers of... Gotta go a little bit more forward. Yeah, it's just pretty much all blocks in here. A lot for the AI to shoot at. Didn't necessarily see any decoys in here, but you know, that's all right too. Honestly, I think the AI would be very attracted to shooting around the front of this ship here. Trying to probably hit all these turrets and things and that'll allow all these back turrets to just hammer everything, and the ship hull here can take a lot of hits. And keep on shipping. Very cool. All right. Well, anyway, let's look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 7, 27 forward, 13 strafing, 26 lift, 26 reverse, 26 down. Quite a balanced thrust setup here. 15 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks. A lot of guns. Man, okay, so you can run a lot of sentry guns out here, I guess. I didn't realize you could run so many. 32. I thought the cap was like 16 or 20, but 32 of these. Then a lot of medium laser turrets, and then we've got light Gatling turrets and light cannon turrets, and we do have long-range radar stock in here too. 16-hour and 18-minute build time. It is using quite a lot of quantum processors in here, and those parts, animatic converters, that kind of thing. It is, again, running a small fusion reactor in here for its power. It's even using some palladium. Interesting. Must be something to do with... Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could give you a good answer on that. I don't really know. CPU-wise, looks like we're at, well, slightly over, but not bad. I don't think that should cause you any trouble. So, yeah, it's basically just under 1.2 million CPU. That's going to translate to a Core 13 again. Very similar to the last build. This one's running quantum cores in it instead of auxiliary cores. But you can keep in mind, you can add another 4 auxiliary cores to this build and up the CPU more. Of course, that's a lot of stuff to get in game, but you can do it. You can do it. And again, a huge amount of sentry guns. I don't think drones would stand much of a chance. We have some different weapon groups here too: turrets, cannons, lasers, and PDC. Point defense, something. PDC, point defense. I don't know. I think I got the first 2 initials right, but that third one, I'm trying to think of what the C would translate to. Probably coming to be after the video. Usually does. Yeah. Again, very, very cool build here. Let's take a look at its storage, and we got to take a look at its shield too. So storage, we got ammo primary 320k, ammo secondary 320k. 16k, probably a box for fuel O2, large fridge, pentaxi tank, secure cargo, another box, and another box. So we got some sort boxes in there for utility stuff, but our main, like basically two bays, 320k a piece for ammo. As in the shield, stock, big shield, 147,650 on shield hit points. We do have a red alert P menu option, and then a power save P menu option, and a bunch of weapons and radar and constructors and exterior lights and all kinds of different P menu options here. It's really cool. So PDC, point defense. Why am I getting that last? What is that? What does the C stand for? Point. I don't know. I'll just let it be. So yeah, again, very, very cool build here. This is the Proxima Midnight Bite Attack. Combat CV, Reforged Eden 2, Core 13 build. Quite armored, a lot of guns. Probably do some nice work to bad guys out in the galaxy there. All right, let me power you off a second. And on to the next build. Hold on, let me see what I got listed as the next build. We got the Astra X. Is that you? Hold on, it's not going to tell me unless you're on, I don't think. No, it's not going to tell me unless I got the HUD on. No, that is not the Astra X. I got something out of order here. I really do. So we did that one, It's not that one. Not this one. Is it this one? No. It's not that one. It's not that one. Oh! I was looking for a spaceship when it was a space station. My bad. Alright, so we have the... I apologize for that. I don't know why. I looked at other names, I don't know. No excuses. Anyway, next build here is the Astra Exchange RE2 by J. Drafton. And this is a space station. Really cool looking one. Looks like it's running a full load of solar panels. Cool looking solar panel setup there. So I'd say, let's see, we got 7, and these rows are 5, so that'd be 10. Yeah, it should be right up to 24 solar panels of the large type. And I like how this is all set up like a framework platform. You can see some furnaces up over here. Definitely, I'm sure it's probably going to be meant for protection, utility, that kind of thing. Pretty much what you would want a space station for. Not seeing any guns on here, but I'm seeing potential places to put guns. Again, I wouldn't put guns on a space station either. It really depends on where you spawn that space station. If you spawn it in a safe place, there's no need for guns, and they'll just chew up CPU and all that, and price and all that other stuff. So, yeah, if you have gun positions like the author, I believe, has here, unless this is like a long-range radar position or something. I don't know. There's another one over here too. So yeah, and I don't even base with long-range radar doesn't make any sense either. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Leave them optional. But yeah, I definitely like this framework here. These I believe are just deco parts over here to look really cool. Yeah, that's satellite dishes. Again, I wouldn't have a radar on a space station either because it doesn't move. And that's, yeah, if you could fly around a space station, well, then it would be a CV. So there you go. I do like radars and the best radars possible in CV. So yeah, more looks like weapon positions. Quite a few of them actually on here. So you can mount it up with quite a few turrets and things like that. Flying into this lower structure here. Yeah, really cool looking solar panel design. I like all this. Kind of looks like it folds out, which is really cool. I love seeing like simulated mechanics like that in builds. Like there's joints and things would move, and it kind of looks like that too. Like this is moving forward a little bit, and this other side's kind of moving back a little bit. And there's hinges over here. Really cool looking setup there. And when we get to our main platform area here. Yeah, cool looking catwalks. Great big old, very round tank here. With some graphics on here too. It looks like it's, yeah, you got some targets in this, whatever that is. Some kind of ore. Some kind of ore there. Yeah, cool. Another tank here. And our central elevator here. Let me, I'm going to adjust the lights here too. And let's go up and see what's going on the inside here. 4-way access door here. Very cool. So that'll keep this this elevator airtight. So let's get off at the first floor here. And it kind of looks, oh wow. This is all, okay, so we didn't go inside yet. We're just at like an upper deck over here. So more catwalks and things like that roaming around this area. Some various boxes. I am curious. Oh, yeah, you know, these are all labeled, and they kind of look like they would be module bays, don't they? Or some kind of module. I don't know if it's, oh man, I probably should have looked at that in the description. Hold on, let me just see if that's, yeah, B1. Yeah, they definitely look like module bays, and you know, honestly, under it, it looks like that too. So, yeah, that's interesting. So this is like a big module setup here. I didn't really quite see it. The module bays look a little bit different. But yeah, this would be your center position. And yeah, it's interesting. That is really interesting. So that would give you a lot of potential stuff you could do with this, or a lot of modules you could park. again, I don't know exactly the modules. I think they look like they would fit a Helios module bay, but they could also work with the like the Majora and the other module types as well, potentially, because it's not really restricted. You just kind of pull up here and park and call it a day, I think. I'm not sure, unless there's a different kinds of creation that these bays are meant for. That could be the case as well. All right, so I'm going to go up another floor here. And we're still outside. Okay. I wasn't sure. Does this even have a like interior space here? So yeah, this would be our upper module bays. Maybe I just came back down here. Again, A, B, C, D. That's cool. Okay, so now we've got some internal space. Yeah, I thought it did. Here. Here, I'm going to up the outdoor lighting a little bit here. It does have lights in here, but man, daytime with the lights, or nighttime on planets with the lights, it's just so dark. So dark. All right, so we got a couple advanced constructors on this side. Got a universal constructor on the other side over here. So a little bit of open space if you wanted to put in some more stuff there. You got some room. Room actually kind of throughout the whole area here. Got a teleporter right over here. Medical bay. Looks like in the side here we got our other specialized pieces right in the general area here. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, we got a message board. Okay, so this is all about upgrading. Oh, I like how the LCD was done there. I don't want to read through it all, but yeah, definitely you can add in auxiliary rooms and war constructors and a lot of stuff. Now, we already seen on the outside, too, I had a couple furnaces. At least two. We'll look at the specs in the menus here in a little bit here. That's cool. Just hanging from the ceiling like that. That's just kind of neat. A little touch like that. This part upside down kind of looks like something completely different, like a mechanical arm or something like that, which is really, really cool. I am studying this light fixture up here, though, trying to figure out what is going on with that. No, that's a table. It's not a light fixture. But is that an LCD making... No, I don't think so. I think that's just part of the part. I think that's... I was wondering, you know, because you could technically make an LCD and overlay it, maybe, if it lines up correctly at least, over a tabletop like that. But I think that's just part of the main part. It's just done like a light, and it just looks different. Yeah, it does very much look like a light. That's cool. Thinking out of the box again. That is really cool to see. Just I mean, obviously we all got the same parts to work with, but how you use those parts. But all right, so up another floor here. Looks like we've got a lot of storage going on in here. We got some big old bays here. Looks like controller 13 at 640. Yeah. So it looks like this is storage alley, and that is going to connect to the top of the base, which has a repair bay. Now this one will repair CVs. You don't need the other one. That other bigger, larger one is only for CVs, repairing CVs, but this is a base, so it can do it with the standard. Well, probably advanced repair bay is what the one you would want, but it's definitely smaller than the other one. And obviously, yeah, a huge amount of landing area up on the top of the station here as well. Just fly back in here one more time and make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think so. We went up all the floors. Most of it's outdoors, except for the top couple levels there. Yeah, very, very cool looking base, definitely. Looks like it would, yeah, hits all the check boxes for everything you'd want to do on a space station. And then, yeah, with these bays over here, which again, I wish I would have read that a little bit more. I would like to figure out what module base it is, but I'll look it up after this. If I think about it, I'll try to like put something in the description on what kind of modules it uses, or maybe it's just really wide open. And since the module bays aren't super defined, it looks like you could just kind of roll in whatever size is out there within reason. I don't know if there's a module setup out there larger than the Helios ones or not. I think they might be the biggest of the 3 or 4 different module types out there. But yeah, again, very, very cool base. Let's look at the numbers. Unlock level 20, size class 6, 8 fuel tanks, 3 oxygen tanks, no guns, 5-hour and 51-minute build time on it. It's overall not requiring much here, really. I mean, yeah, it requires stuff, but I'm looking at the stuff that's hard to get. And I mean, besides your bridges for CPU cores, everything here is pretty light, especially when you get to a little bit harder to get stuff like platinum. It basically requires almost nothing. You'll probably get this easily out of a POI loot box. So yeah, not too bad there at all. CPU wise, set at 240,000. Using 242,000, which again is not going to cause any problems whatsoever. That's going to translate to a core 5, it looks like. So 2 basic and 2 improved cores. That also helps reduce the cost because the CPU cores going up from here get much more expensive. Does not have a shield. Again, no reason for it if it's spawned in safe space. And I wouldn't want to have a shield on it either. It's just more cost that would probably never do anything for you in gameplay. Again, if you wanted a space station, you wanted to put it in a dangerous area where there's Xerox ships or whatever flying around all the time that could attack you, that'd be a different case. But for the most part, I don't think too many players want to go through that potential problem of dealing with that, because if those ships do get the upper hand on your space station, they could blow up your space station when you could just spawn your space station in a safer spot and never have to worry about it. So there you go. Anyway, a lot of P menu grouping options and things like that. Production, ventilators, gravity, a lot of power management going on in here. Let's take a look at the storage. I already know it's going to have a lot of that. It does have an ammo controller, so it is set up for that. And we've seen quite a few turret mounts or mount positions on the build. Got ammo controller at 320 plus 2 ammo boxes, it looks like, at 14K a piece. And we got a controller A, B, and C, which are 320s. And we got 1 through 16. So 16 of these kind of looks like they're all 640s. Yep, certainly looks that way. Yeah, so huge amount. Plus we got this water. That's a box there. Yeah, a lot of sort boxes for all kinds of stuff. Sort boxes for individual materials, aluminum and carbon and cobalt, all the stuff. Steel plates even. Oh my goodness, even more. Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of those pellets out there. But a lot of this, yeah, very nicely labeled and everything like that too. Plus more, even beyond that. We got the Z Cargo line of boxes there. So more sort boxes. That's usually what I call these. I mean, obviously you got your bigger controllers, but it's really nice to sort out stuff, you know, O2 and player weapons and ammo and just all kinds of things. Taxid, just, yeah. Very, very nicely set up. And you can repair all your CVs on it. And I'll just park them up around the front or on the top, and you're all set there. So, yeah, very cool base or space station. Again, this is the Astra Exchange by Jay Drafton. Very, very cool. All right, so now we got the yes. Now I got a list on the side here, and I had something spawn where I forgot about it. Long story. Well, not really. I don't have any fuel in here. Oh, I don't have any fuel on my person either. Yeah, I do. I got a ton of fuel. Maybe this doesn't use any. Yeah, it doesn't seem to use any fuel here. All right. So anyway, this is the Aurora Citadel Castle by Scarge. And here, I'm going to get the lights up going here better. And this is, yeah, kind of what it says it is. It is a really large base. When I was spawning it too, it does have a lot of these support structural integrity pillars down here. That's needed for something like this to place on the ground right. So you got, there's hardly any place in the game that ground is flat. So you're always going to have that fluctuation there. So I spawned it, tried to get it just about right, so all the base itself would be above ground. But yeah, check out this thing. I think this was meant more as a artistic project here. It looks really, really cool. Massive structure, really is. I love seeing those trees in the mix there. Got some statues. Kind of, yeah, this configuration here, this is like the Cathedral of Notre Dame kind of setup, it looks like. But it's not, I don't think it's that, because it's a different structure. It's actually quite a bit bigger than even what that is, I think. Look at these courtyards here with the trees and the statues and the big old Poseidon-like statue there. Oh, yeah, very, very cool. Very cool. Look at that big old window there. Yeah, sorry, there's no stained glass options unless you were really trying to make some kind of LCD array to try to pull that off. I don't know of any other way to do it, but that is really cool. Like how the windows are all shaped, kind of arced at the top. You got like a block row in front of them that kind of define the shape of the windows. But they actually do have glass in them. So going around the other side, I did bury a little bit over here, it looks like, into the ground on this side. Wow, look how, yeah, this thing is massive. Very cool. I like the, I like all the subtle stuff, and you can see a lot of this is probably mostly concrete. You see a lot of the concrete base textures on here. It's even using some of the ceramic type roofing. That's cool. That's cool. Wow. So it's flying around. Yeah, even on this upper level, I mean, the building in the middle is gigantic. But, oh, we got all kinds of stuff going on in these upper rooms here. So check out some of that. It's like a lot of statues, a lot of artistic stuff going in the walls here. Different kinds of windows and things like that. Interesting blockwork coming down the walls here. Actually goes up a level here, and yep, more statues. Oh, this is quite the thing. Kind of getting around over here, kind of oh wow. Oh, maybe I'll go in at this point. I haven't been up to the main tower section of this yet, but I just want to see what's going on the inside here. Lots of corridors here. Looks like it's yeah, we do have an interior. There's going around. I don't know where I'm going. A lot of that's a nasty looking statue there. Looks like it's gonna bite me with its couple of teeth it's got there intact. Oh, we got a snake. Oh wow, there's just stairways and stuff all over. I'm so gonna get lost. Wow, this is a gigantic room. I don't think there's any lights in the build, and I don't think there's any fuel tanks in the build. So the lights couldn't turn on if you had lights. But yeah, massive room. I like the wood beams going across the ceiling there. That looks really cool. And it's supporting up the roof, or trusses, I would say. Got a balcony up over there. Oh wow, that's a funky staircase there. Double angle staircase. Let's see where this leads to. Okay, so we're getting up a little bit higher in the build, but still not even near the center tower. We're already like this high off the ground. Wow. Yeah, I got a massive building here. I keep on circling here. See if we got a way into the center structure. There may not be. Again, I believe this is built for the visuals on the outside, and not so. Yeah, okay, yeah, not really so much for the interior, but it had to be structurally sound. There is some pathing through it, but it's generally built for the exterior looks. I would definitely say it would take a long time and dramatically raise the size class to try to really tweak out the entire interior on the build, and it's such a big build. to start with. I will fly in up top here, though. Oh yeah, we do have some staircases going to this top room here. Let's just follow those down a little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Center section here. I see how you get to the top now. It's actually from way down over here. Wow, look at that staircase structure going up there on both sides. And this only puts us at this level, which is way the heck up here already. Holy smokes. Again, this is really cool. I mean, very, very photogenic creation here. Yeah, that is neat. A lot of it's neat. I mean, you see more stuff like this probably in like Minecraft or something like that, but I like to see it in Empyrion as well. You can do a lot, especially with all the shape blocks and the textures that you can do on them and your custom colors and all that fun stuff. You can do a lot with that. Yeah, very cool build. Let me fly up to the very, very top here and just get a look at this from above. Yeah, very, very cool. Quite the place. Quite the place. That could be a massive POI too. If someone wanted to take this, or even the author that built this, and like turn it into like a POI that you would run through and have a door and go through all the areas. It would be a massive POI as well. But really, really cool. Like the architecture. All right. Well, as the numbers on this, it obviously doesn't move, so yeah, I can turn it on, but again, I can't put fuel in it. So I didn't see any lights either. So let's look at the numbers here. So unlock level 1, size class 50 even. Oh yeah, 50 without too much of an interior at all. So if you were to add interior, you could probably get this up to well over size class 100. I think, depending on the detail level on the interior. No fuel tanks, no oxygen tanks, none of that stuff. A lot of stone dust. I expected that, and not much else. Well, I mean, there's stone and crushed stone. Even carbon's kind of low. Wood, yeah, wood's not, yeah, but yeah, it's pretty inexpensive to actually bring in overall. You would need a lot of stone, but if you're doing a lot of asteroid mining, you need to have a lot of stone around that you could turn into stone dust pretty easily. It's pretty fast to do that actually too. Do that on that space station we just looked at. CPU wise, it's a core. Yeah, it's not really using CPU. It's just, I don't think there's any CPU using parts in it. It's zero CPU usage. That might be the first time I've ever seen zero CPU usage on a creation. Like nothing. Like, yeah, that's cool. So again, this is the Aurora Citadel Castle by Scarge. Very, very cool build. All right, so moving on to the next one here. We've got, make sure I'm looking at the right creation. Nope, I'm not. I got this set as... Nope. Oh, man, where is it? Sorry about this. I don't normally have this problem here. It's not that. Oh, there. This guy right here, I think. Yeah. Okay, I know what's screwing me up on this one. I had this trouble when I was spawning it. The name of this build is Xenon -Q RE2 by Wizard. But when you look it up in here, its actual name in the blueprint list is this, and not Xenon. So that screwed me up a little bit, and I think it screwed me up a little bit now too. But it does have the Q in the name, and I don't know much about this. This was up in the spotlight. It didn't have a description on the build on what it was exactly for, but it looked really, really cool. And it does look really, really, really cool. So just by looking at it, I don't know. I think it's a combat ship, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. It's really cool looking, though. I like this color texture scheme. Believe it or not, I never thought I would like pink lights on something, but it goes really, really good with this like charcoal gray type of finish on the ship, or texture work and color scheme on the ship. And really cool, yeah, really cool block work going on in here too. Just different. Yeah, it does have quite a bit of guns. So yeah, I'll probably rate this as a combat ship right now. There's more on the front. Yeah, a bunch more guns there too. They kind of like tuck in there pretty good. That is a neat setup there. I like how they just kind of like, it's kind of like this big round front piece, and then you've got like these, I don't know, just these parts that kind of put the guns off to the side there. Fits in well. Cool looking build. Really cool looking build. Again, I never thought I would like pink, or well, I don't know if they're pink. They're kind of pink. Like texture lights and stuff, but on this build, that looks really, really cool. I like their surface too. The colors, or yeah, just it's working for it. Really working for it. Over here, looks like we got artillery on this extension over here. You can see some retractable turrets in there as well. Oh yeah, and some, I believe some rocket launchers, missile launchers down over here. And another like extension piece over here coming out with more stuff from another artillery. Some sentry guns in there. Yeah, cool looking texture theme on here. And it really, yeah, again, that whole theme goes really well with the shape on this too. It almost looks like something I've seen from a sci-fi movie. Like I keep on thinking of the Razi. I probably got that name right. It was, God, what was the name of that show? It only had a couple, like I don't know, like maybe up to 4 seasons on it, but it was some sci-fi I watched a while back, and it just gives me that vibe. But it's not that ship. It's not that ship. But it, like, this part of it kind of reminds me a little bit of it, but it's not that ship. That's cool too. Yeah, all the block work and the texturing and everything look really, really cool on this build. And the whole overall shape and presence of it. Yeah, that looks neat too. Look at that. And the backside going in there. It's cool. That's very cool. Even where this like mounts up here gives me a little bit of a Star Wars TIE fighter thing on a much larger scale. But that looks really cool too. Just all the detail and the pipes and the supports, and yeah, just yeah, a lot of attention to detail was put in on the hull of this build here. Some interesting different color texture lights in certain places just in that location, which is also very, very interesting and cool. Wow, okay. All right, so what I don't know about this ship yet is where the bridge is and where do I get in it. That I don't know, but let's look at the front. Was there any glass? No. This kind of looks like a giant tunnel boring machine on the front. Like it would just carve massive holes in the ground, but the rest of it won't work for that. Ah, okay, here we go. On the back side here we got a wow, that's trippy again. Yeah, look at all this stuff. That's neat. So yeah, that's some straight up Xeno blocks over here. So here we're getting into a entry point. Looks like right on the back here. So pretty easy to find. Got some floaty little light balls up there. And welcome to the frigate class ship. Blah blah blah. Created on co-op. Oh, it's created on a co-op server. No CPU or mass attachment. Okay, so no CPU. No CPU. So in other words, whatever the CPU comes out, it wasn't built for that. Playing on the server without it. That's interesting too. Look at the pink Xeno block with the really cool LCD on there. Wizard technique. Very cool. All right, I better get on the lighting here. This looks like a trip already. That looks cool. I love it. That. Just really looks cool. Just the colors and the look and the lighting goes with it well. And the textures, the whole ball of wax here. This is, yeah, quite a trip. Sounds funky. Sounds... That doesn't sound like a turbine. Got this weird hum to it. Kind of like it. I like that sound. Or maybe the sound effects were updated for turbines. I don't know. We'll see if it's got turbines in it. Okay, that... What is this? Is this a new thing, too? Oh, no, that's just that wiring harness thing. I don't know why that looks so different. That looks cool. That looks kind of alienish. Huh. Give me some ideas. What is that? That's got to be a new part. I've seen some of the wires, and there's one that was straight, and there's one that was hanging. But this one's, like, different than those two. So maybe something new. But that looks really cool, the way it's set up there. What a trip. See, yeah, here's the hanging one, just on the one side. And those are different. Oh, wow. Well, anyway, this is quite the hallway stretch in here. Okay, it looks really, really cool. So we got an elevator here. Let's go forward first. And looks like we got another elevator here. And if I don't get lost, I'll be really surprised. It depends. It depends how big the ship is on the inside here. So it looks like we came up to some small shield parts, Wi-Fi area. Got some blast doors right below the ground, you know me. Oh, fusion reactor right below. Okay, fusion reactor access from the top side, at least from this area. Oh, okay. And I think, yeah, that's it for that. And then we go, I think I'm not missing any doors here, all the way to the top here. And wow, yeah, there we go. Yeah, now we got the extra texture lights and things on the ceiling too. Again, this looks like this is really trippy looking. It looks cool. It looks cool. I like the theme. And then we're getting into the bridge over here. This even looks alien. Oh, that's cool. Look at this setup here with all this stuff. Oh, we got some binary going on. Hardcore binary. To read the matrix. Well, no, the matrix actually was more hexadecimal. So this is straight up binary. That's cool. And again, yeah, these all the tubes and the pipes and the what's down there? Oh yeah, we got looks like a turbine down there. I fell. Hold on, I'm gonna have to put my jetpack on here a second. Yeah, really cool. Really cool. Again, really making good use of lighting. So that was right up to the bridge. And let's get over here. It doesn't go up, so I think I hit everything that there wasn't too much off from the elevator. It was pretty straightforward. And then we got another elevator though. Let's take this one. And this yeah, main core here. And was there any more out? I mean, this is a pretty long haul. Oh yeah, there is. I missed some side rooms here. Oh yeah, big old arrow there that I walked right over. Let's go this way. Down over here, it looks like we've got some utility. We got another bridge. Like probably even a more secure bridge where it's located at. Again, looks really cool. Just the way it's set up. There's a lot of detail going on in here. And armor locker back over here. Looks like we got a teleporter, O2, advanced constructor, med bay. Yeah, a bunch of utility stuff right here. I think that, yeah, it doesn't seem to go anywhere else. All right, so that was it off from that side. Let me look to see if there's more of these offshoots from this central walkway here. Nope, I don't think so. So, all right. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn on the lights again. And I'm going to fly through the hall a little bit. I just want to see what's going on the inside here. So I guess it wasn't that big on the inside over here. So we have definitely a lot of shielding going on. We'll definitely have to take a look at the shield strength. A lot of combat steel, it looks like. Xenoblocks. This thing looks like it's very tough, actually. And just fly up in some of these other chambers here. You got generators up in here. They're kind of tucked off to the side. This is like solid Xeno on the insides here. Wow, this thing could take a beating, I do believe. And we've got some big generators up here. And look at all this craziness on the inside here. Look at the lag shot going off to the sides. Yeah, this is just, you'd have to shoot at this thing for a very long time, I think, to do anything to it. And I don't even know if that would help. That's a cool build. Very, very cool build. Just fly in this last section over here a little bit. Yeah. It's going to be a heavy ship. Going to be a heavy ship. Looks like I had a lot of strong materials on it. So, alright. Let's look at some numbers here. Unlock level 25. Complexity 16, or size class 16. 37 forward, 17 strafing, 27 lift, 36 reverse, 21 down. 42 fuel tanks, 5 oxygen tanks, a lot of guns, a lot of guns. Does have long range radar on here. Yeah, a lot of guns. 37 hour and 7 minute build time. You expect this to be fairly expensive. It's using 4 quantum processors, but I don't believe that has anything to do with the CPU. It's probably has to do with some of the guns on it. We do have some bridges on here too. Anyway, well, let's look at the devices. Yeah, it's just got a core. Just got a core, so it doesn't have any additional CPU in here. So if we look at our CPU, it's actually up to 6 million. It's yeah, pretty high CPU. You can't really hit this number in Reforged Eden 1 or 2. You can, depending on how vanilla translates it, you can hit 10 million CPU with vanilla if you run 4 advanced CPU cores on the build only. So it could maybe be done with vanilla, but obviously this is a Reforged build, and it's just not playing with CPU, and that's fine, because, I mean, there's a lot of things the CPU will restrict creativity quite frequently, especially when you want to do something like this. You can't really do something like this in RE2 and have it function, basically, at least with this much guns and whatnot. I am really curious on its motion, though. Well, I did look at that already. Yeah, it does move, and it actually kind of moves all right. Yeah, with the hull blocks and its mass, 66.6 kilotons. It's a heavy build, but it's going to be up to it's just very armored. Taking a look at some other stuff here. Let's take a look at its storage. Okay, so we got a lot of storage. It's all in a different language I cannot read, so I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's very nicely labeled and color coded. I was just trying to see if there's some controllers in here, or there's, if you're not playing with CPU, you're probably not playing with weights and volumes, so therefore there's no real point on putting in storage controllers. Boxes do the job in that case. So yeah, it looks like these are all boxes, so I don't see any actual controllers in here, but quite a lot of sort boxes. And again, if I could read what they said, I'm sure it's Fuel Note 2 and stuff that you would use in the Empyrion there. So yeah, again, very, very cool build. This is the Xenon Q RE2 by Wizard. Very, very cool build there. All right, so the next one, we're looking at this guy over here. Let me get this here. I'm gonna power you down a second. All right, so here we got the Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm screwing up the name. Toruga, Tortuga, MK1 RE2 by Captain Jack Sparrow. And this looks really cool too. Look at that front end glass work here. I got my light on. No, I don't have my light on. Wow, that's quite the glass work on the bridge there. That's cool. Kind of like a double decker bridge down there. You can see like a lot of seats and upper level and a lower level. And right below there, looks like you got a whole barrage of some launchers here, some sentry guns. I don't. Are you on? Yeah, you are on. I just didn't see the thruster light up, so I was kind of wondering if maybe the thrusters are off. Oh, I like these side entryways here with the, like, yeah, the little balcony catwalk thingy there. That's cool. That's cool. You definitely know how to get in and out of the ship. Looks like that'll be your bridge access area from outside and looting. We got some smoke. Cool looking body lines on here. Forward thrust. Oh, the back's all glass too. I like the texture lights going along the top of the windows there. That looks really cool. I like the blue lines in here too, especially when they angle and go around like the extensions over here, or wing extensions. Not really wings, but you know what I mean. That looks pretty cool too. Yeah, so we got all our thrusters back over there. Now the top side. Well, I like this block work around the turrets up over here. Kind of designer stuff. It adds in like the black with the white hull. And a pretty large landing pad back over here too. Oh, we even got an artillery position back over here. Look at that. That's a cool looking mount for the artillery. I like how that's done. Yeah, inverted grading and all the stuff going on here. Round pipe on the inside. That's really cool. You know, when you can accent parts like that, that's neat. Of course, it takes more block work and has a way of ramping up the size class of a build, but it looks really, really cool. And with the size class of the build, I wouldn't worry too much about it at this point. Just be more of a thing. It can be a thing, though. When you get into really high size class stuff, it can cause a lot of performance issues. But that could depend a lot on how much lights it's got in it and other things, too. So it's not just one-to-one that it's a big size class that's going to cause performance problems. It depends what's going on in that big size class area, really. Oh, wow, look at this bottom side here. Oh, wow, this just goes right up into the ship. Oh, that's a trip. Yeah, it's just a trip. It's these three things. They come there. We got a light on the other side there. Interesting. So yeah, you should be able to jetpack up into there if this is parked on the ground, and catch any one of these platforms. I guess I'm gonna do that. So let me turn off my jetpack, or actually, how do you get out of God mode? And we'll adjust the lighting. Let's get aboard and see what's happening here. Oh wow! So yeah, get inside. Oh yeah, this looks sharp. Very clean. I like the texture light accents around the hallways and the corner areas. Oh, this is cool too. So we've got some parts back in here. Looks like some CPU core blocks. They better be. They look different again. Why does that look different again? Yeah, no, CPU extender quantum. Okay. What's in here? Oh, 640K storage controller there. More CPU blocks along that side. Now looks like the other side we're going to have some more CPU blocks and stuff. Probably ones that we don't see on this side. We got our shield room over here. Looks like it's extra protected. Heavy glass around there and whatnot. And utility function here. We do have O2, medbay, and the clone chamber. I'll just throw it out. The clones, if you've got this, you don't need this one. This is kind of like the upgraded version of that, which heals you obviously too. But this one also takes care of the cloning operation. So you don't actually have to have that one if you got this one. If this was a low player level unlock build where this would be too high of a level for it, then you'd use that one. Other than that, you'd probably just put in this one. It's not expensive really either. I don't think it requires anything special to get. And over here, what's in here? Ah, ammo controller, 200K. Nicely labeled. I like seeing those LCDs on that stuff. I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't really, you know, when you're, especially if you're doing most things through the P menu, it doesn't matter. But it's just neat when you're in the build and you're walking around and you kind of know what you're looking at. You know, if it's ammo or if it's regular, how much can it hold, kind of thing. Really cool stuff there. Let's get to the back in this big glass section with the fancy wood floor here. Oh wow, we got a little trap door. Wow. That might go right out of the ship. Yeah, look at that big old lit up here. We got a detector and Wi-Fi up on the ceiling. And some boxes along the side here. But yeah, big old room here. Really cool again. And I think it's just going to go outside. Yeah, it's going to go back down the landing pad there. Oh, wait. There was a door right back over here, I think. Go in. Oh, that's another door. Ah, there we are. I was like, is that a new part? No, it's a door. Advanced warp drive right over here, too. So we got the 60 light year warp drive. Glass, yeah, okay. So I didn't see that. I thought this was all open air when I was looking at those doors on the bottom. But this, yeah, I didn't even see this whole chunk of glass here. So this is all airtight, sealed off over here. So that's cool. That's cool. I was wondering how that worked. That's a pretty unusual entry point, though. I like that. That's neat. All right, let's make our way towards the front here. Now let's check out the infirmary. Ah, yes. Looks like an infirmary. We got all our medical stuff. Yep, all the specialized pieces. And yeah, it's cool. It's kind of neat with the LCD up on top there too. What we got here? Oh, advanced constructor right over here. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, different color scheme there too. Well, with the yellow at least. I guess that would be, yeah, kind of engineering. Yeah. Armor locker, weapon locker, teleporter. Yeah, I always have this way. Every time I see a teleporter on a ship, I always walk on it to see if it turns on when I walk on it. It's basically I believe the best way to do it. It will have a sensor rate on the teleporter itself. So if these things are just left on, they suck power all the time. So if you have a sensor and then you have it right there, it just turns on when you're like going to use it. So it's just a much better way to go about it, power management wise. We got another, yeah, these are these side doors we see from the outside with the balconies there. And we're up into this massive bridge with the second deck up over here. A lot of passenger seats. Very spacious, very spacious. And then we got our main pilot seat here. Yeah, it should have really good visibility too. It's like mostly glass, a little bit of the floor. So you should be able to see quite well flying this around in first person mode. More passenger seats over there. And yeah, of course, we already looked at that. Let's get up to the second deck in the bridge area. And yeah, we got another legit pilot seat here too. Again, with a lot of glass. You got kind of a lower pilot seat and a upper pilot seat. And I think that's the ship. I think we've been through all the areas. So yeah, pretty easy to navigate this one too. It's cool looking block structure here on the side of the door. I just thought I'd throw that out there too. Looks kind of neat having that other angled block in there, painted a different color. Just you look at that, and it's such unique geometry, especially looking at it from the 45, that it doesn't look like it's voxels. Voxel blocks, basically. So really, really cool there. So, all right, let's get the lights back on and look at some numbers. All right, size class. Oh, well, unlock level 25, size class 6. I don't have the thrusters on. Hold on. Get those powered up. 56 forward, 34 strafing, 56 lift, 30 reverse, 33 down. We've got 36 fuel tanks, 8 oxygen tanks. We got some weaponry on here. A lot of quite a few of these mediums in here. Plus that plasma artillery turret. So yeah, it's loaded pretty good with some guns. 20 hour and 23 minute build time. And this is going to use a lot of quantum processors. Superconductors. Superconductors, huh? Heat exchangers. It's kind of acting like, yeah, it's got a reactor in here too, a fusion reactor. Not sure if I seen that when I was walking through there or not. 20 hour and 23 minute build time. CPU wise, 1.16 million. Getting into the device manager. Huh? What? I don't know. Yeah, is that GJR4? I don't know. There's some interesting. Nova is a bigger dork. What? Okay. We got all kinds of interesting boxes in here. I didn't expect that one. That's different. Okay. Let's. Yeah, I just wanted to sort that in, and that was kind of cool to see, though. It was just kind of popped up there. So, yeah, again, Core 9, Core 13, yet again. 4 quantums used to bring it to Core 13 in this case. I don't know what is the better bang for the buck, using quantums or auxiliary cores for if you're going to go to Core 13. Or maybe half and half. I don't know. That's an interesting question there, too. But, yeah, very, very cool build here. Hold on. We got this. We got the storage to look at. Oh my gosh. Yep. Yeah. I know some of these are authors out there, so it's there's dorks and well anyway. We got a lot of storage. Kind of caught me off guard there. I've never seen this done before. So it looks like two 200K ammo bays. Some of these storage 400 K1s and 3 640s and a couple more 320s over here for harvest. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So, yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool build here again. So I was just looking at notes on the side and stuff, trying to look at that. That's cool. I like the fact that it's got a big old landing pad in there too. One thing I was just kind of curious about, did it have a entry door nearby the landing pad or not? I don't know. I'm not necessarily seeing one there, but I thought this was a really cool idea here too. Again, really cool shaping and whatnot too. That's just kind of a neat setup there on how that's configured. So again, this is the oh my gosh, why can I not say this word? Toruga. Sorry. This is a butcher job and a half on the name of this ship. Toruga. That's what it is. MK1 RE2 by Captain Jack Sparrow. Very, very cool build. Yeah. nice extra little touches in there too. All right. So, on to the next build here. What's next on the list? Can I say this one? Do I even have it spawned? No, I don't. Okay, so I'm missing something. I'm missing one other ship that I didn't spawn again. Gosh darn it. Well, we're going to skip that for now. It was kind of it was an update to a ship that we looked at a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, and it's cool and all, but it wasn't brand new. So we're gonna go to this one over here. Get this powered up. So this is the CPC sath huler RE2 by Chillshock 76. So this was up in new releases, and I thought this looked pretty interesting. Again, it's got that kind of got that combat ship kind of layout, but it doesn't look like it's really set up for combat at this, at least how it's sitting right now. I'm just kind of looking at like the front nose area here, and the bridge in the back, but or maybe it's just very very stripped down at this moment in time to be happy with CPU. Yeah, that could very well be it too. But yeah, really cool. Look at the glass setup over here. It kind of looks like we're looking at some grow plots from on the inside there. Some pillar blocks there for them. We got a big thruster housing here. Quite a lot of strafing thruster going on in here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we do have actual forward thrust over here on these side compartments, but we're using some, I think, actual turbines back over here for some, like, they almost look like more thrusters, but yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool, and that's four of the big turbines too. The largest turbine that actually counts for a lot of solar panels worth of residual power, basically. And glass over here. Looks like we got interesting interior marble floors in there. Like the colors are pretty interesting too. It's kind of doing a darker blue and a lighter blue with some grays and blacks in the mix, and some texture lights. That is a texture light, isn't it? Yeah, that is a texture light. Well, I had to make sure. I had to make sure for a second there. I thought it might be just a weird light thing with the outside there, but definitely not. Yeah, it's a cool shape. Cool shape and build there. Looks pretty mean. Again, yeah, and the color scheme is really unique too. It really is. Just doing some different tones of blue with the grays. Very cool. I like this. This looks like it's a pretty interesting hangar door setup here too. And the front end, I like the texture lights and the that design here on the front there. It kind of looks like a grill of a car, a little bit. A fancy car, one that lights up all these pieces. Probably some weird, some concept car by some that cost millions of dollars. All right. Well, anyway, let me adjust the lights, and then I'll plop into the hangar. We'll start there. Let's see how that works out. All right. Oh, nice clean hangar. Oh, I like the block work and the like the wall frame work and the structures going across the top here. That looks really cool. And some blue areas over here. This kind of looks like it would be certainly enough room there to add some constructors and stuff. That's probably what it was meant for. And it gives you like 4 of these banks over here. So then you could add like 8 full-size constructors or deconstructors or some small constructors and some other kind of constructors. And yeah, you got a lot of room here. That is cool. That is cool. Very well placed right there in the hangar. Coming up forward here, looks like we got our teleporter hooked up on a sensor. We got some O2 in this room here, and yeah, it doesn't go any further on the front. There's probably a lot of armor and stuff there. A lot of these ship kind of designs are set up that way, where there's not a lot of front end areas to go into because, again, armor, decoys, rows of more armor. So, all right, so I'm going to go straight through here. Now, this looks way different than the other parts of the ship so far on the colors and stuff. That's cool. So, yeah, we got... I probably shouldn't have manually done that, but yeah, we got a entry level or entry door here, ramp. Oh, so we actually do have like a constructor room over here. So all those other areas in the hangar, that's just bonus. Or for whatever else. So yeah, we got some small constructors, universal constructor, a couple advanced constructors over here, storage controllers right next to them. Very nice. Nice looking room too. I like that. How it's set up with the glass. And you got the different color up on the next deck as well. And then back over here into engineering, our CPU core blocks, turbine access. It's actually behind glass on the back. A big old wall of armored glass. Our warp drive over here. Shield right above that. Protection above that. Little catwalk here. And yeah, again, it's just got some open room. So, I mean, if you wanted to add some more stuff, maybe some, I don't know what it's got on it, but I think you could fit like a medium shield part on either side over here too. Oh yeah, we got some piping going on the sides there. Really interesting seeing this. And this is, oh wow, this goes to a whole other room. Okay. I thought I was going to walk out of the ship right there, but no, this is actually going to the inside of the thruster housings. So yeah, you got all your thruster access in here in case you got to repair them from the inside of the ship. You can do that. Fuel. Looks like a small gravity generator up in there. And yeah, just a lot of thruster access and stuff. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, so now let's get back to the elevator here. Let's go up another deck. Start at the back here. So we got our main CPU core right there above the protection tank. Kind of, again, walled off with armored glass. Fuel along the sides. Fancy marble floor. That's got to be expensive, you know, outfitting spaceships with. Oh, look at this colored fancy marble floor. Oh, this looks cool. Yeah, so now we're into the farming section here. It's got a little different color scheme yet again. It's doing the orange plus this other kind of like lime green kind of tint, sort of. It looks really cool with that, though. And then the flooring with the orange marble. So we got our grow plot areas here. So you just flop out those blocks and put in your actual grow plots, or the fancier RE or RE2 grow plots, which are a lot easier to harvest. Quicker to harvest, I should say. Yeah, fridges, food processors, got a sink, a lot of fridges, oh wow, there's 4 here, 8 fridges, 2 food processors, 2 sinks, and this goes somewhere too. Okay, so we just zoom back into the hangar. Huh. How'd that work? Okay, so, alright. That's kind of cool seeing the glass floor again. It does make for kind of a fancy look. And let's go up this way. This will probably get us to our bridge area. Yeah, I think so. So we got, looks like we got a full medical bay over here. Yep, all our med machines. This probably goes out to the landing pad on the back. Got a big old spotlight right there. And let me guess, shower, yep. And toilet, there we go. And then more utility up in here. Coming to the bridge, armor locker, weapon locker, O2, med bay, and our pilot seat. Cool looking glass structure around the pilot seat as well. Those pieces do look pretty nice together. Right? The heavy glass, I do like a lot of the body lines and stuff you get from those. Yeah, very, very cool. So again, it looks like, oh, I'm flying it. I jumped in. All right. It flies. It does fly. So it is flying now. I'm going to let's get out of here and look at some numbers. Now, obviously, what I seen is not a lot of guns on here. So, but it looks like it would be a combat ship. And, well, I don't know. You know, maybe not. Maybe not. So, actually, the hangar is actually fairly close to the front of the build here. So, there wouldn't be a lot of room for armor in this area. We got thrusters. We do have some oxygen tanks. Nothing here is explodey, really. I mean, if you take out the giant thrusters. But they have a lot of hit points in themselves. Anyway, let's look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 7, 67 forward, 35 strafing, 100 lift, 35 reverse, 50 down, 20 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks. Does have a long-range radar built in. 7 hour and 30 minute build time. Using 1 quantum processor. It's using the communication equipment for the long-range radar. But, yeah, overall, not too crazy with what it needs. It does need some heat exchangers. That could be for, again, a fusion reactor. I'm not sure. Let's see what's going on with CPU here. So, yeah, this one is definitely a lower core. Again, it doesn't have the guns on it. So 584,000. I think that's a Core 7. Yeah, Core 7 on this one. So obviously you got a lot of room to add more CPU cores, and if you want to outfit this with tons of guns, you could do that. Right now it's pretty bare bones with the weaponry. You can pick and choose what you want to put on it and where you want to put it. Stock shield on here, 28,218. And taking a look at the storage. Yeah, it's at the right one right now. Looks like we got an ammo controller at 320K. A couple more controllers right below there, 640 and 640. So 2 standard storage controllers. Harvest controller at 320. I think the rest of these are boxes and fridges and that kind of thing. So yeah, quite a bit of storage on here as well. I had a lot of lift thrust too, so I think it can deal with that storage pretty well. Get it off the ground. And then, as in weapons and stuff, just kind of taking a look at here. So you would have like potentially a turret position there. You could line turrets up along here if you wanted to, but definitely here, 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 I think. And maybe not on that one. Some of these are like half blocks, and that's why I was like kind of rolling some in and some out, basically. Well, you could put a turret there and just be floating, basically, unless you change the block right below it to have like a little ring circle block or something there. Yeah, very cool build here. Again, yeah, it looks neat. I like this. I like this effect going on in here too with the open glass with the farming section there, and again, cool hanger opening doors here too. So yeah, this is the CPC sath huler or sath huler. Oh god, words. RE2C7. Oh, it says it right in the name. Its core size at least by Chill Shock 76, and I believe this is the first build I see from this this author name. So very cool. All right, so let me turn you off, and then we got our last build for the day here. This is also this one was in new releases, by the way, and so is this one. So let's get here, and this is the I think someone's been doing a lot of Christmas shopping or something. It is that time of year, but this is the Mad Shopper Cosmo RE2 by Fuji. So a lot of shopping going on here. So it's a shopping vessel. It's we'll just call it a grocery getter right now. Kind of looks a little cooler than that though. Oh, we got a Christmas tree on board. Oh, that's cool. All right, so this looks like a kind of like an all-rounder ship, I would say. Kind of like it's got some guns on it. Not so much, probably mostly defensive weaponry. But then again, antenna placeholders. You could add some launchers anywhere where there's those antennas. At least your light launchers. Some side weaponry over here. Interesting looking hangar opening here. And stuff going on the floor of the hangar. I'll save that for looking on the inside. Thruster color is really unique. I think it's just blacked. I think they're just black. Well, on the sides are blacked out, but on the back they are more of a magenta. And we got a Sminny something going on up there, and I don't know what that is either. I'm really curious. So we got rear defense over here. Nice landing setup. It's not that big of a ship, but it looks big enough. It's not too small. Okay, so that's just one of the new RE2 decoration items there. So that is cool. It's taking that one symbol we have a decal of already and taking that and doing what it's doing with it, which is really cool. Spinning around, making it yellow and everything. That's cool. So this is pretty wild too. I'm just looking at the what normally would be ramps. In this case has this other mechanism here, which is really cool. Kind of looks like that would have some mechanical features to it as well. And then a pass-through hangar going through this side. Few builds today have been doing this this setup here, which is really cool. So this is cool. I guess I'm inside, so I'm gonna adjust the lights. Now we're going to fly around in here a little bit. We'll walk around. So we got a repair bay right in the center. You can see the line going to where probably the repair console's right behind that glass there. So that's cool. And obviously some crazy graphics and stuff along the hangar floor here. Let's go to the back first. So we're certainly looking at a engineering area and a 3x3 fusion reactor here for our main power. Some those would be the medium size turbines, if I got that right. Yeah, I think those are the medium turbines. Oh, but yeah, then we got the large turbine over here. So this thing is going to be really good on power, I think. We got a bunch of small shield parts, a lot of thruster access back here. Just seeing all those parts next to each other like that, that looks actually pretty good. A lot of detail in that. Pentaxid tank back over here. Cool looking pipe work going to that. Pentaxid pinkish color. And we got more small shield parts in here. And thruster access. So yeah, the engineering room is doing exactly what you'd expect an engineering room to do. I think we also got some, might have some small turbines in here too. That could be what I'm looking at right there. Oh yeah, and power switch here for the repair bay too. That's a good idea actually. I think if you don't have your repair bay set on a switch or something, or even a P menu option, then it will, I think, just suck power all the time as well. So you don't want that unless you're using it. Warp drive up top over there. And I think that's our shield. So I think we're using the compact shield up there. And then, yeah, well, this is nice. So for when Santa comes in and lands in here, it's really easy in and out. The reindeer don't get all tripped up and snagged with their reindeer lines and stuff like that. So yeah, it should be good. Should be good. All right, so coming into the front side of the ship here. Yep, we've got our Christmas display. We have our teleporter. It's got that, and it's even, oh yeah, our sensors right up there. You can see that set up again. Everybody's doing it right, which is wonderful. Advanced constructor right over there. Deconstructor here. Small constructor here. And our full medical bay here, kind of a glass floor. It's cool to see. And yeah, I was most excited to see the Christmas display over here. It's definitely a Christmas ship. Shopping for all these gifts over here. And ho ho ho. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Don't be a mad shopper during crazy season. Oh yeah, this is all about that. I bet you the author got pretty stressed shopping a lot, wherever they may live, and yeah, I just took it out of the ship a little bit here. I'm just guessing. No, this is really cool. I like it. Nice and neat idea. Goodies that you crave. Very cool. So over here, yeah, some more utility. O2 and med bay, passenger seats, bunk beds. Frank. There's Frank. I don't know. I just made up a random name. We got our bathroom, shower, sink, food and fridge and food processor there, and the main pilot seat. So yeah, this is a big shopping vessel. I think it can shoot down the drones too. They can shoot down the drones, but it's really meant for shopping with a shield. And of course, you know, warp drive and fusion reactor. But, you know, you got to shop in style. What's this? Does this have a lower deck? This has a... Oh. What? Oh, no. Okay. I didn't think it had a lower deck. It's just... Okay, this is a quick in and out of the ship on the bottom side there. So, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't even notice that before. All right. Well, anyway, let's get the lights back on and let's see what makes this thing tick here. Besides reindeer and Santa and things, and jingle bells. All right. So start with unlock level 25, size class 3, 156 forward. It's really swift about this. Getting around with the shopping stuff. You pedal to the metal. 27 strafing, 105 lift, 54 reverse, 27 down. Got 12 fuel tanks, 7 oxygen tanks. We have basically, I would say, more of a drone defense setup, but we do have a laser drill module on here as well for some drilling. Just one. Don't want to be greedy. 2 sentry guns in there. 6 hour and 36-minute build time. It does use 2 quantum processors. We did see the fusion reactor in there too, so that's why you need the superconductors, heat exchangers, probably the platinum. CPU wise, it is I think this is a Core 9, but it's not. Well, no, maybe it's Core 8. Yeah, I think it's a Core. I don't know. We'll find out. It's yeah, definitely CPU compliant at Core 8. Core 8. So yeah, just one superior core in this build. Just check one other thing. The warp drive. Oh, poor Santa. Poor Santa can only do 30 light years. Jeez. Might need to upgrade your warp drive. No, yeah, you actually probably almost could, I think. Introduce more cost to the build and things like more CPU. But, yeah, you can. It's a Core 8 right now. It could have been a Core 9 with the 60 light year warp drive. I mean, Santa's got to get from point A to point B in 30 light years. And, yeah, I don't know. All right. Anyway, yeah, that's very cool in here too. Let's check the P menu options too. So we do have a stock sealed 24,553 on here. No other options in there. And storage. What can the Mad Shopper store? Looks like fuel and O2, ammo. That's what every kid wants. No, I'm just being stupid. I'm just being totally stupid. And then we have a 160K harvest controller there. I got so stupid I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, so it looks like most of the shopping, I think, would be done, and you just kind of put it up by the tree. That's where you put it. That's that. Very cool ship. Nice Christmas spirited ship. And speaking of when I was talking about all these guns, I wasn't really paying attention to all the potential weapon mount points on here. So Santa could be definitely shooting up the galaxy too. We've got some, it's like 6 turret mounts along the top over here as well. There could be some others around the hall here too. We got some diamonds back over here. Those attract pirates. Pirates will try to take those diamonds from you. So yeah, that's why it's got a gun back here to shoot the diamond thieves. All right. Anyway, very, very cool build again. This is the Mad Shopper Cosmo RE2 by Fuji. Very, very cool build. And yeah, nice backdrop there for looking at the build here too. So anyway, that is all of it for this week. Again, some really wild and inspired creations by a bunch of different authors. Couple new authors in this mix as well, which is really cool to see always. And plus our really cool space station out there, and our fortress cathedral over here. That's wild. It looks really, really nice. And yeah, just yeah, kudos to everybody here on all these builds. And other than that, y'all have yourself a wonderful Merry Christmas time. I know it's already after Christmas. Happy New Year, all of that fun stuff, and a great rest of your week and everything else as well. So y'all have a wonderful time. I will talk to you later.